She was America's sweetheart on Friends, the face of a generation. But behind Courteney Cox's perfect smile was a story Hollywood never wanted you to hear. From devastating rejections to silent struggles, this is the raw truth Courteney finally reveals. And it changes everything. What if the glamorous Hollywood image of Courteney Cox was only half the truth? Today, we're pulling back the curtain on the real story, one that Hollywood never talked about. While most people remember her as Monica Geller, the uptight but lovable clean freak on Friends, Courteney's journey was far from easy. Before the fame, before the global recognition, there was rejection, self-doubt, and a fierce battle to be taken seriously in an industry that often dismissed her. Born in Birmingham, Alabama, Courteney moved to New York to model before eventually transitioning into acting. Her first big break wasn't even on the big screen. It was in a Bruce Springsteen music video, dancing on stage in front of millions. That spark lit the fuse, but it would take years of clawing her way through guest roles, auditions, and being overlooked for major parts before she finally landed Friends. And even that came with a twist. Did you know Courteney was originally asked to audition for the role of Rachel Green? But she pushed for Monica instead, feeling more connected to her structure and depth. It was a risk, and it paid off. Friends became a global phenomenon, and Courteney was catapulted into stardom. But Hollywood still had its blind spots. Despite being a lead on one of the most successful sitcoms of all time, Courteney was the only core cast member never to be nominated for an Emmy. Not once. And while her co-stars were hailed as cultural icons, she often found herself typecast or quietly forgotten. It was hard, she later admitted, to feel invisible when you're part of something so big. Behind the scenes, she was also dealing with deeply personal struggles. Her battles with infertility were painfully private, until she chose to speak about them. After multiple miscarriages, Courteney finally had her daughter, Coco, through IVF. She's since opened up about the emotional toll, saying, "People think fame protects you from pain, it doesn't." And as she aged, Hollywood's obsession with youth hit hard. She once said, "I tried to chase youth for years with cosmetic procedures, and I went too far." That confession broke headlines not because it was shocking but because it was honest. She dissolved her fillers and embraced a more natural look, becoming a quiet force for authenticity in an industry addicted to perfection.